Yo, Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to begin by saying Barakatah Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Rukarakadash, double honors to the apostles and orders, a great millstone, and salutations to the sincere Akim that push this truth in all due diligence and sincerity. I'm going to start off with Isaiah, the 47th chapter from the top, the lamentation for Babylon. Babylon being the daughter of Babylon, which is America today. Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit in the ground. There is no throne. Straight up and down. America is going to be totally destroyed and decimated. Right now, the elites are purposely crashing the system down. You got this guy Trump introducing all of these tariffs to their closest trading allies, being Mexico and Canada. He's imposed 20% tariffs on them, effectively 20% tariffs on China also. But Trump is like on hoof, man. He's initially put 20% tariffs on Canada and Mexico previously, and then literally within 24 hours he revoked them. But that uncertainty is causing the stock market to crash. All of the major tech stocks right now are in red because investors are so unsure about the current state of play that they're just pretty much not investing. So the FTSE, the Dow Jones, all of the major indexes are basically declining at the moment. You got it to where America is also going to face Americans, sorry, are going to face increased prices because where, for example, the iPhone comes from China, a $900 iPhone suddenly with a 20% tariff would then become $1,200. Like, it's just unsustainable, man. But this man is ultimately doing this because his mission from his elites above him is to crash the economy purposefully, man, with the guise of America being first and him trying to save the economy, where in actuality they're trying to destroy the lives of the average citizen, better off the elites, and then introduce the digital money through the chip, man. But in doing all of that, the law's still gonna smite them when they're in the midst of their plan. And that's why the scripture says, right from the jump, come down and sit in the dust, of daughter of Babylon, because sitting in the dust, is a state as representative of a state of confusion, like a state of pretty much lowliness and confusion. Sit in the ground, there is no throne. O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate. Why is America not going to be called tender and delicate anymore? Because they're going to be touched, and they're going to be touched through war. Yeah, some of their current the UK, yes, but some of their European allies are going to shoot missiles upon them. Some of like the nations in the east are going to join Russia, and Russia being a guard onto them, pursuant to Ezekiel, is going to lead the charge to nuke them. Yeah, and they're going to get caught basically pretty much in the midst of their master plan, man. Take the millstones and grind mill, and that's basically taking the millstones and grinding mill is a slave's job. It's like a serf job, something that people that are regal wouldn't do. But ultimately, it's a representation of the low status that America's going to be put in. Uncover the locks, make bare the leg, uncover the thigh, pass over the rivers. That's why it goes into uncover the locks, make bare the leg. Pretty much, they're going to be in a state of extreme hardship, man. Their nakedness shall be uncovered, yea, thy shame shall be seen. All of the dark secrets, man, of how this place is really run are gonna come out. People are gonna come out more. You're gonna see more whistleblowers. You're gonna see the true nature of these Edomites through things like the social media. People revealing how these devils are passing propaganda and not actually telling people the truth. And a lot of the things that they do in the darkness shall come to the light. I still remember when the so-called Illuminati was just like you know, a conspiracy, and people did, people even considering that there was a secret elite that secretly ran things was like it was unbelievable. Like people thought, there were aliens from Mars and shapeshifters. I remember all of that shit when I was in school. But now everybody knows about the elite, man. If you ain't heard about the Rothschilds, the Rockefellers, and those types of families by now, then I don't know what kind of rock you've been living under. But the average man knows what's going on. Scripture says, "Thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yea, thy shame shall be seen." People are gonna see these devils and know them for exactly who they are. A good example of that is the Israel-Palestine situation. Of course, we don't give a damn about no Palestinians, but these devils, specifically these small hats, have been revealed for exactly who they are. People have got footage of them on camera committing war crimes, killing innocent well, they ain't innocent, but killing civilians. Basically pretty much breaking international law, bombing hospitals and claiming that it's because the enemy's hiding in there when there's babies and children and women up in there. But you know why? Because they're the devil, man, and they can't be helped. But the Lord has got it to where they're being revealed for who they are, man. People are seeing them for their true nature. Thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yea, thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance and I will not meet thee as a man. And Yahweh Shai himself has got a vendetta against you devils. So, I mean, the worst thing to be in this time to come is an Edomite, man. Because when the Lord returns, his agenda as the destroyer of the Gentiles is to put you devils down and to perpetually put you down. This is not going to be a situation where, you know, Esau Edom gets taken down for another 1,000 years and then he rises back up because some Edomite married into the Jake aristocracy and you get a Herald 2.0. There ain't going to be none of that, man. You devils are going down in perpetuity. Obadiah verse 2, behold, I have made thee small among the heathen, thou art greatly despised. And even, Job speaks about their original nature, how they would be brain amongst the bushes, barely even speaking a fluent language to communicate with each other, barely bathing. He wouldn't even trust to put them next to next to his dogs. And now these Edomites are in the banking district. They run Times Square. They've taken our land and are bombing the hell out of anyone that wants to try and stake a claim to it, because ultimately the earth is given into their hand, but the Lord is going to rip that away from them. Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen, thou art greatly despised. The pride of thine heart hath deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? Is this not this devil? Does he not build skyscrapers and put himself in these lofty positions and in society, and pretty much has built his whole Western civilization to resemble the caves that he came from? Well, guess what, man? The pride of thy heart deceived thee, as the scripture says, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, whose habitation is high, that sayest in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and hey, the majority of these Western countries, they love the eagle, the bold eagle, man. When Zelensky was with Trump and they were doing that theater show in the office, there was an eagle on the desk. The two flag masts had eagles on them because the eagle was the sign of America, man. That is their shit, bold eagle. They have that same kind of proud spirit. They feel they fly above all, the same way the eagle flies above all the other birds. They look at themselves as above everybody else. They believe they are the benevolent ones, and society can't function without them, and that they can change the course of prophecy and defeat the Most High. That's the nature of the Edomite, man. But guess what? The Lord is going to make an example out of him. The same way Yahweh lifted up Pharaoh and exalted him to make an example out of him ultimately and crash him down and bring him down. That's what the Lord's going to do with these devils, man. Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and though thou set thy nest among the stars, thence will I bring thee down, saith the Lord. You see, we're living in a time where Esau Edom is going to be made an example out of right before our eyes, man. And the destroyer of the Gentiles, Yahweh Shai, is going to do it, man, through the credence that is given unto him by his father, Yahweh. Malachi 1 and 4. Whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom the Lord have indignation forever. So, long story short, the Lord is saying there he's going to make an example out of Esau Edom, to the point where people are going to know that, the rumors that the Lord had a perpetual hatred for eternity for the Edomites was true. Look what he did to them, man. These devils are going to go from business suits and banking positions and, running the world's economy to literally, man, picking up dead bodies from the war field as their first job after World War III. Real shit. And that's how quickly life is going to change for them. You see, the Lord Yahweh is the one that exalteth kingdoms and bringeth them down, and setteth up kings and removeth them. But these devils seem to have lost the plot. They believe that they are above the Lord. That's what's written in Second Thessalonians, the second chapter, when they set themselves in as the Most High, showing themselves that they are the Most High. The Lord is about to make a real example out of you devils, man. Esau Edom is gonna get shown that he is not in power, man. These man, the Lord is really gonna make an example out of you fucking devils, and I can't wait. May the Lord Jehovah Shai bring speedy riddance to this kingdom, man. And it's not just the American devil, it's the Edomite devil, it's it's the it's the British devil, it's the Canadian devil, the French devil, because you're all Edomites at the end of the day, man. We hate you, man, and your kind. And the Lord is gonna give us the right to exhort judgment upon you, because it's righteous, man. Isaiah 14:21, prepare slaughter for his children, for the iniquity of their fathers. This is the Lord telling us what to do. They shall that they do not rise nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with cities. The Lord don't want you Edomites rising up. For I will rise up against them, saith the Lord Yahweh of hosts, the God of armies. Yeah? And cut off from Babylon, talking about America, the name and remnant and son and nephew, saith the Lord. Now, notice it speaks about different categories of men. He's going to cut off the name of Babylon and the remnant, so pretty much the remembrance of it. He's going to cut off son and nephew, meaning that, like, he's going to take them, like, the men, the seed producing element of it, the men that are going to be able to keep the legacy going. He's going to take you all out. I will make it a possession for the bittern and pools of water, and I will sweep it with the besom of destruction, saith the Lord Yahweh of hosts. That's talking about those nuclear missiles that are going to literally cause so much fire. It's going to look like a lake of fire swept the land. It's literally going to look like a lake of fire looking down from above, from the chariots. Yahweh Bashim, Yahweh Shai, Ratazah, we make it. Yahweh's going to make a real example, man. The Lord of hosts, Yahweh, have sworn, saying, surely as I have thought, so shall it come to pass, and as I have purposed, so shall it stand. Esau Edom is gonna, and America being an amalgamation of all of these wicked kingdoms is known as Babylon, the daughter of Babylon. They're sometimes referred to as Assyria, sometimes Egypt, sometimes Sodom and Gomorrah. In this case, it goes from referring to Babylon to Assyria. Now, Isaiah was basically pretty much, man, in also speaking twofold at the time about Babylon, the time he was in, and also ultimately, man, prophesying about this kingdom to come. Then what Isaiah 14:25, then I will break the Assyrian in my land, and upon my mountains tread him underfoot. Then shall his yoke depart from off them, and his burden depart from off their shoulders. Barakatah Yahweh Bashim Bashai Bashim Kakadash, because we're about to go through the ultimate switcheroo. We're gonna be delivered, and our enemies are gonna be flatlined, man. Everything's gonna go back to its righteous state. Currently, you got servants upon horses and princes walking the service upon the earth. That saith the scripture. But we're gonna go back to a time where ultimately, man, we are literally back in our righteous rulership state. Barakatah Yahweh Shemi Hawashah Bashim Kakadash, for having mercy and exercising judgment upon our enemies, just like the old times. Shalom.